Late Night Horror is a short-lived horror anthology series from 1968 produced by the BBC. Having only ran for 6 episodes in the BBC's horrible preservation practices, only one episode of this series survives to this day. That gives a little bit of a real-world creepiness to this episode. So buckle up, this is a long but very interesting episode of To Be Stan. So this is The Corpse Can't Play, and I just want to mention I love the intro to the series. It's one of the most uncanny things, and it was not to be expected from a 60s TV show.
Louisa's out! Louisa's out! Children, don't be so rough. Look up! I'm the first lay you when I was. Oh, get off stage, Well, that settles it. There's no more musical chairs.
No more musical chairs! These kids are so loud. They are so loud.
Wow! See, darling, I told you nobody's to go in there. Hello? You said it was hot. Yes, you are. Sorry. Yes, we are on. Well, I was looking for some more sandwich spread. And this? Feel great.
So Mrs. Jarman, expecting her husband, finds another party guest at the door.
It's Simon, isn't it? Well, isn't it nice that you could come? Come in. Ronnie, you have another guest. I didn't invite him.
Ronnie is such a dick.
Many happy returns, Ronnie. Glad you like it, Ronnie. Let's go inside. I've thought of a new game. Ronnie. Oh, get out. Get out, Ronnie. Simon Potter. Friend of Ronnie's. Oh, not a friend at all.
So we find out Simon's been dealt an unfortunate hand of cards in his life, and this sets up a few themes for the episode.
Are his parents well off then? His father died several years ago. Listen, there's a new game. Everybody's got to come out and do whatever their father's job is. You've got to act it, sort of in mime. And the others have got to guess. Tony, you first. Oh, Tommy. Gardening tools in this weather.
They're very keen about beating you over the head with these gardening tools. Pun intended.
Lovely. You, Simon Potter. Come on, Simon. You want to play, don't you? You don't want to be a rotten old wet blanket. Act out what your father does. Oh, I get... It's simple, really. Shall I show you?
What a dick!
Really dead, then? Yeah. Ronnie Jarman, you're awful. You see? Dad!
Hello, Ronnie. How's the party going? Everyone having a good time?
Yes, Mr. Jarman. Dad and I are going in a jet, aren't we?
Most certainly.
Dad says it's the only way to travel.
I think that's enough bragging for one day, huh?
So Simon proposes his own game, but nobody really gives a shit, even Ronnie's dad.
Well, that sounds like a very, absorbing game.
Nobody wants to play your rotten old game. I know what we'll play. Murder! Smash!
You know, kids can be little devils at times. And what game's this?
Murder. What did he say?
Murder. It's a game.
Oh, yes. Ready? Go! Want to know a good place to go? I'll show you. That's against the rules. Oh, who cares? Are you coming? Where? This way. Come on. What is it? Come cupboard. It's big inside. There's room for both of us.
I don't understand why you want us to be friends all of a sudden.
I'm sorry for what happened downstairs. It was a rotten thing to do. I mean, you brought such a super present.
Character arc.
Honest, I'm sorry. Come on, let's go in.
There's not room in there for both of us. There's hardly room for one.
Ronnie, you dick!
Who screamed?
Karen Pickering. She's the victim.
I think I'll nip inside and see what they're up to.
Oh, darling, don't forget those tools.
Ah, yes, the tool. Oh, Frau Secretary. And hats. Got 'em.
Seeing children at their fiendish worst always reconciles me to the fact of not having any of my own.
I love Joanna. She's so relatable throughout the whole episode.
Oh, heavens, what on earth was that? No idea, but at least it didn't sound like a breakage.
Oh, true.
Here's the corpse's hair. And here's the corpse's hand. And here's the corpse's eyeball.
Oh, my God. How's that? Not bad.
Right, now we know who killed Karen. It was Colin. So now we've got to examine the body. I want to go home.
Hey, look, someone's sneaking in back there.
Now we're going to start.
What's happened to Tom?
Here's the corpse's hair. Here's the corpse's hand. Here's the corpse's eyes.
So Mrs. Jarman decides to be center of attention and...
Well, it's only fair, Mrs. Jarman. I mean, now I'm not the only boy who hasn't got a father.
Ronnie deserved it. He needed to be humbled early in life. So that was Late Night Horror. Again, this is the only episode of the series that survives to this day, and that's very unfortunate. It's just really reminds you of the reality of preservation when it comes to media, films, TV shows, especially of that era. This is just one of many examples. And especially in the case of the BBC, they were very egregious with their preservation practices at the time. So yep, that is The Corpse Can't Play, and I actually really enjoyed this episode. It's not very scary. The scariest thing about this show is probably the intro and the fact that this is the only episode remaining, but yeah, very interesting show. I wish that we could see the other episodes. And this is it. Thank you for watching Tubi Stan. See you next time.